Okay, so far we have pretty much talked about the fact that God is. God is the creator, and God is an invisible power. God is the intelligence that gives the design for all the purpose and everything that we see in creation, everything we look at. We just, when we look at something and we look at the cause of things, it's very intricate. It just keeps going. As far as you look, there is design, there is purpose, there is intelligence. I don't know how anybody could even fathom the idiotic idea of this accidental evolution that is taught in the idiotic American schools. I can't say in all the schools around the world, I don't know about them. All I know is the basic insanity and irrational teaching of the schools that I see here in this country, in America. So anyway, I've got off to a tangent before I even started. So we've been talking about how God is, and in order to serve God, you can't serve God. You can't have your Santa Claus God like the friend I talked about before, who's in a foxhole. He believes in God whenever he needs help, you know. Uh, and most people are like that. They got no use for God as long as they can satiate all their animal desires, you know. As long as they can just basically respond to their animal nature, that's all they want. And in this country, life is so easy. Virtually everybody are, how I said before, they're basically just maggots. You know, all they do is consume. They don't they don't care about their descendants. They don't think, well, what's life going to be like around here for my children or my grandchildren or my great grandchildren? You never hear that kind of thought in America. Because America, it's just, you deserve this. You should have this. We America has the best brainwashing that I think that's probably ever existed in mankind. So anyway, I'm still on a tangent. What I wanted to get at that was a new subject today. We've been talking about that God is. And now I want to talk about the devil is. So, um, well, I don't want anybody to be confused when I say devil. I use the word devil because it's a common English word, but the idea that I have of devil has nothing at all to do with what's taught in any of the churches. I don't care what religion it is. No, that's not the devil that I believe in. All right, the devil that I believe in is what a rational mind would deduce about a devil. Now, okay, I'm insulting people. Try to overlook my nasty nature, okay? Try to just to kind of make believe that I'm some kind of a nice person. Okay, maggot. If you live to consume, what's the difference between you and a maggot? That's what a maggot does. It just eats and eats and eats and eats and eats, and consume our Fruit Loops and our candy bars and our garbage that kills us. You know, we do that all the time, and they're no different than a maggot if that's what you live for. And now I have talked about, parts of the brain and how there's different developmental stages that a rational person can go through. You start out as a maggot. Every baby is basically, we'll just call the maggot level. All it does is, it wants to suck and taste, and everything goes in its mouth. If it tastes good, it's good. If it don't taste good, it's bad. That's it. That's your baby. That's your maggot. And then you go to a different level. And the next level is you can actually start thinking a rudimentary type of thinking. You've already now at the maggot level. The beginning of thinking is to memorize things. Good, bad, okay. I recognize this creature coming towards me as something that brings something I like. That's a good person. I like that person. I might smile even. I don't know if what causes smiles, but I'm sure that it is the animal nature. Because, babies aren't rational to start off with. So they learn to respond to their environment. All right. Now, that's a type of learning. It's a low-level learning, and it's basically just conditioned response. I do this, something pleases my flesh. That's a conditioned response. It is programming. It's put in there, but before I retired, I was working in robotics, and you can write a program to do the same thing. You can take something totally unknown, and if it meets certain parameters, boom, kick in a subroutine or whatever, and you use it again. You do it again and again, and so that type of learning is your animal nature, and every animal in the United States, well, every human animal in the United States, I think, just about uses that, and that is the one who, besides something just tasting good or being a desire to, like breathe and these basic responses that the maggot level have, they can get a little more complicated. But it's still programming, still animal nature, nothing to do with that type of thought that's any greater than in your dogs, cats, birds, and monkeys, whatever. I know that I'm awful redundant in everything that I say, and I'm always trying to come to a little bigger point. Well, when I sat down here today, I don't even know how much time I've put in so far, but I wanted to get to the point that God is, which we've already discussed. Now I want to talk that devil is. Now the devil is the death bringer. When we are in our animal nature, we don't really care about anyone else. We want to satisfy the things that make us feel good somehow. Now, a lot of this looks a lot like there's some intelligence behind it. We have love. We have the emotion love. When we have a baby, we love that baby. We will sacrifice ourselves for that baby because it makes us feel good. This is a program in us. When there peptides, I think it's peptides. They're produced when you have love. They're produced not in your brain, but they're produced in your inner organs, and they flood your blood with this oh, that feels so good. I love that baby. And so it's programming. It's a conditioned response. Same kind of programming I did with my robots working for the auto manufacturer. So that's the level that's the level of the devil. God is the life bringer. The devil is the death bringer. When we operate on the animal nature, the animal level, where we just our thought process, if you call it thought, it's a lower thought. There's another level we can get to. But anyway, I'm talking about the devil level. Devil level. This is your secondary level. This is the level that we're in as we develop a more complicated reasoning. We can do things. Now before, when I was talking about God and God manifestation and God being in people and all this stuff, I think that I already explained how God can God does give us a free will, where we don't have to respond to a program. We can initiate. We can become part of the creative process. So, and that comes from the higher level. Now, to do that, Oh, I'm off tangent. I wanted to talk about the devil. I've already skipped over the devil. The devil, the devil's the death bringer. All right. We want certain things because of these things that make the conditioned responses in us. The things that make us feel good. Oh, I'm already 10 minutes, and I'm going to have to start getting to the point here. So I'm going to skip a lot of stuff. Maybe I'll talk about it more in more videos. Okay, so we're talking about the devil, and that is what physically makes us feel good. This is all of our types of dope and stuff that we take. You know, the alcohol and the different types of narcotics, dope, whatever. Our Fruit Loops and our refined pasteurized milk, all these things, they are manufactured by the corporate devil. You know, that which is concerned only with the animal nature. Well, okay, no, not that tangent. I will talk about the corporate devil in the United States. But anyway, the devil that I'm talking about right now is the devil that we sell ourselves to. You know, our Lord tells us that we can't serve two masters. Either we serve the one and hate the other, or distrust the other, dislike the other, whatever. There's one that is our major motivation, you know, and the other one is not such a motivator, you know. So when the lust of our flesh is our motivator, that is the devil motivating us. The devil is human nature. Everybody is born a devil. Every one of those sweet little cuddly babies is a devil. That is the nature that they're born with. Mankind is given something else. We are born devils, but we're given the option to raise above the devil level if we want to. We can become more than devils. This is what I was talking about when I talked about God manifestation and mankind becoming godly. And God is in the Elohim, and it is God that is working through the Elohim. When we are motivated by the same Spirit as Jesus was, you know, he prayed to his Father that his followers might be one with themselves and him as he is with his Father. One Spirit, one purpose, one motivator. If we're all motivated by the same thing, we are working together, we are part, we become a manifestation of God. We become part of the body of Christ. When I've talked about bodies too. We're not an individual. We're not a unique individual. We are millions or billions of these little subsystems, all working together in harmony. There's some that's working against the harmony. There's some that bring destruction and old age and death and arthritis and all this stuff. But these are systems that the devil has abused and created. The devil is what brings death. Mostly we're bringing death to everything around us. Okay, there's a lot to talk about in the devil, and we wait till I get into the corporate devil, all the death that the corporations bring to the earth. But anyway, we want to be on a personal level. So we are born a devil. We are a devil. We can change. I guess that's the main point I wanted to get to in this, because I've already gone almost 15 minutes. So, okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for right now. And I'm hopefully I'll be doing more. And this one seems to have worked too. So good. And maybe I will be doing a lot more of these videos if I figure out how to shut it off now.